Hey guys, escargot is really good, but topped with Swiss cheese is phenomenal. By the way, do you know where black risotto comes from? All I can say is paella is way better.
This is the Plot Malaysia.
Hello, welcome to the Plot Malaysia. This is our 53rd episode. This the show for the fans.
By the fans.
Woohoo! My God, I just have to say, I think so far yesterday's games were ultimately the best we have seen so far in the competition. And I can tell you this, what we expected to happen didn't really happen, but but it gave us so much more. It gave us so much more. Goals galore, 14 goals. Across those two matches. Of course, in one day. I can't tell you. There's no words to describe how we feel after watching those games. Hurry! I let you have this part, man. Take it away. All yours.
Oh my God, Ram. In my history, I'm going to go as far as to say, in my history of watching major tournaments. So my first World Cup was 1994.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I've watched a number of World Cups, a number of European Championships after that. I'm going to go as far as to say, for a single day, yesterday was the best day of football I've seen in a major tournament so far.
Absolutely,
it's not just one game. It's for two games to deliver that many goals, that much drama. Forget the goals, the drama involved. I mean, you can have goals, you can have a 6-2 game, but the drama involved in the games, everything that went with it. Me having less sleep than expected as well in the end, because we got done almost at 6 a.m. But it was all worth it. The best footballing day for me from all the major tournaments I've seen so far. And it was brilliant. It was thrilling. It was absolutely brilliant. I think you agree with me? You concur?
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm not here to talk about, why this team didn't do this or do that. But I tell you, as a neutral, I think as a neutral, the football games that we saw yesterday just made me love football a lot more. It is the beautiful game. This is why it's the beautiful game. We want more of this, and we can't wait for the actions coming forward in the tournament as well. So take it away, Harry. What is the first game we're going to talk about, man? Bring it on.
We got to talk about the game. We got to talk about the game that for about 1 hour was the best game of the tournament. And then obviously it changed to another match. But for about 1 hour, it had the title of the best match of the tournament. We've got to start with Croatia-Spain, Ram. I predicted, in the predictions, I predicted Croatia. You predicted Croatia as well. We predicted a surprise. Yesterday, I changed my tune. I said Spain will go through because Mr. Perisic was down with COVID and he couldn't play. And I got that part right. But the drama in this game, oh my God, Ram. I thought I'm going to give my opinion. I thought Spain were outstanding yesterday. They were throughout the match. I thought they were absolutely brilliant. That first half, especially where they conceded the most comical own goal ever, I think, in the history of the tournament. Even though Croatia never had a shot on target yet, and they barely got into the Spanish half, they still conceded the goal first. Spain through a very silly and stupid own goal. But the way they pulled themselves together and came back, dominated the game again, created chance after chance, went ahead, scored the equalizing goal through Sarabia, and then took the lead early in the second half, I believe, through Azpilicueta as well with a brilliant header. I thought Spain were brilliant throughout the game yesterday. And credit to the players that came in or played for Spain. I thought Ferran Torres was brilliant. He had an assist and then he scored a brilliant goal as well. I thought in the midfield, Pedri was brilliant. Koke was good. I thought Sarabia was good again. But I'm going to give a special mention to the man who's been getting a lot of abuse for Spain. His family's been getting abused. He's been getting abused. He stood up to be counted yesterday. I thought Morata was absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
You agree with me on that one, Ram?
100%. He silenced the critics. Well done to him.
He's,
Kudos to him. Absolutely.
yeah, it's not just the goal he scored, which was exceptional in extra time, but it was the overall play, the hold-up play, the running down the channels. He was drawing a lot of fouls from Duje Chalete-Char as well. I thought, he was absolutely brilliant. So kudos to Spain. I thought throughout the game they were brilliant. But now we have to talk about the Warriors. We have to give a mention to these Warriors called the Croats from Croatia. How do you think they performed yesterday, Ram?
Well, yes, Hari, thank you for actually sharing on your thoughts about the Spain. I agree with you 100%. They were absolutely phenomenal. Croatia, of course, having not even shot a goal on target, they got a goal. That was comical for me, obviously. But I think they got into the game eventually, of course, after Spain was leading 3-1. They got into the game. They knew that it's all or nothing for them. You could see that, they really, really wanted to give it a show. At least, put on a show for their fans. And I saw that a lot yesterday. Modric, wow. Modric, he's time and time again has proven he's been amazing. And I think, all the players in Croatia, after they considered the third goal, I think they just wanted to go with one mission, to get those 2 goals back, taking to extra time as possible, if not win the game in 90 minutes. But I tell you, honestly speaking, Spain was good, Croatia was good. But all I can say, Hari, all I'm going to say before I pass it back to you was that both the defenses, they were having a nightmare. They had a nightmare, okay? Absolutely nightmare. And that's what we want to see. Football is about scoring goals. We want to see the net bulge time and time again. And I think we got that yesterday from this game as well. So, I think well done to Croatia, but not good enough. I'm sorry to say that.
No, I agree. I thought, okay, overall, let me just say Spain deserved to go through. I thought overall they were the better team, right? So they deserve to go through. But now, this is where I think the Croatian manager got it wrong. Yeah, I think he set up with a more defensive approach. Of course, Spain also caused it by dominating the game, but I thought Croatia were playing too defensive in that first half, even in that second half. And it was only when they went 3-1 down that he rang the changes and he threw on attacking players. He threw on some young players, because I thought he started with a very experienced team, but he was not playing the youngsters who have a lot of talent. Croatia has got a lot of talented youngsters. One of them is a guy called Mislav Orsic, who he brought on to play down the left. He scored a goal, the second goal. He assisted the third goal, was his cross that got the third goal for Croatia. He was tormenting Aspilicueta when he came on. Now, this guy is a talented player, and I know this even before the tournament, because when I think he plays for Zagreb, if I'm not mistaken, he plays for Dinamo Zagreb, or he may be playing for another team in Croatia. But they played Tottenham in the Europa League last year, and they knocked Tottenham out. He scored a hat-trick, and his hat-trick was brilliant. All 3 goals were exceptional against Tottenham. So he's a talented boy. And he brought him on, I think, too late in that game. I thought he brought him on too late because he was brilliant when he came on. The other player I thought made a difference was Josip Brekalo, who he brought on, the Wolfsburg winger. He brought on down the right. So he was playing him down the right, Orsic down the left. And when they came on, they suddenly posed a threat to Spain. They were going more direct. They were attacking more, running with the ball more, getting in behind more, playing more direct football rather than just passing it around and losing to Spain. They were turning the Spanish defenders around. And that's what got them going. That's what got them back in the game. They should have then taken a 4-3 lead. And this is where I think we have got to give credit to the keeper for Spain. He made a blunder. He was villain, but then he turned hero, because he pulled off some stunning saves. He pulled off a great save in normal time, I think, from the left back from Croatia. And then he pulled off a world-class save in extra time.
Point blank.
It was 3-3, and he denied Kramaric, because if not, that would have been 4-3 to Croatia, and then he would have fancied them. So he saved them, I thought, yesterday. He was a big difference maker for them. But yeah, I mean, this is where I think the frustration comes in. I mean, they were brilliant, Croatia, great fight back. But the question is, if only they had started playing like this early on, or they had made those changes earlier, brought the youngsters in who were running at the Spanish defense, turning them around, getting at them, really. And that's what caused Spain a lot of problems. So, I mean, great credit to their country. They did brilliantly in coming back. You just wish they had done it a bit earlier. Overall, like I said, Spain deserved to go through. Torres was brilliant. Sarabia was brilliant. Morata was brilliant. I still have question marks about Luis Enrique as to why he never wants to play Thiago Alcantara or Adama Traore, because I think they will improve this team. Thiago Alcantara plays a lot of forward passes. He's dynamic in midfield, and I think Adama Traore is a very direct player, and they need someone like that, someone who can run at defenses, tear them apart. He can actually come on even as an impact sub, but he doesn't bring him on, which is a surprise. He can come on again a tired defense and cause problems, but that's my only issue. Spain deserved to go through. Croatia gave it a really, really good go, man.
Yeah, I think, spot on, Hari, whatever you said. Adama Traore should have actually started or even played a part in the game. Thiago, of course, should have come on because, of course, Thiago's passes would have been amazing as well. But I got to give a mention to Daniel Olmo.
Yes.
For Spain.
What an impact coming off the bench. He set up 2 goals. He set up both the goals in extra time.
Both the goals, and both crosses from the same flank, right flank.
Yep.
And there was someone at the end of it to actually finish off the job. So
inch perfect crosses as well. Yeah.
Inch perfect crosses on 2 occasions, And this is what the kind of players that you want to have in your team from the start. Why go into extra time? Why go to the whole hassle of, playing a bit longer, tired legs and so on? Play this kind of players, in the beginning itself. Have a go at the match at the beginning itself, and it would have been much, much more comfortable for the Spanish. But yeah, other than that, I think all the players that you have mentioned, yes, they have definitely, performed really, really well. But yeah, what can I say, Hari? I'm just lost for words. What we witnessed yesterday. I wish I could go back and watch it again. I wish I could go back and experience these moments again. But I think we definitely experience the moment again in the next match, don't we, Hari?
Yes. I mean, Daniel Olmo. I mean, I've got to bring that up again. Daniel Olmo was brilliant when he came off the bench. Set up 2 goals, hit the post as well. So credit to him. I think again the difference. We mentioned this again. A couple of times yesterday as well. I thought the difference, just like the Italy-Austria game. Italy wanted an extra time because of the quality they had coming off the bench. The squad depth. I thought Croatia lost out in extra time yesterday because of their squad depth. Because I thought Spain brought on obviously players, and they're probably more talented individuals that they brought off the bench. They have a deeper squad than Croatia. And the other reason is I thought Modric and Brozovic really tired for Croatia in extra time. Modric could barely move. You could see he could barely move in extra time. He kept bending down. He had to come off as well. Brozovic could barely run. So I thought the age was not on their side. They were tired, and they didn't have enough quality to come into center midfield, especially. They didn't have any backup for central midfield, the same kind of quality to bring on, whereas Spain have all the options in central midfield to bring on. So I thought that was the difference in the end, the quality off the bench and the tired legs of the Croats. They didn't have any quality replacements coming off to replace Modric and Brozovic. But yeah, good game overall. Fantastic entertainment. And like I said, the second best game of the tournament so far. Moving on, Ram, we have to talk about the best game of the tournament so far. By far the best game of the tournament so far. And I would be surprised if it's not the best game at the end of this tournament as well.
Absolutely. Lightning can strike twice if you think about it in terms of what the scores were in 90 minutes, don't you think? Absolutely. 3-3, 90 minutes for both the games. I think this one is definitely, for me, yes, I agree with you, is the best game of a tournament. Something where, the French thought they had it in the bag, with Paul Pogba sealing off the 3-1 goal. But I think, the Swiss just proved that they are a tough nut to crack. They will not go down. If they want to go down, they will take France down with them. So absolutely amazing. And I have to give a few mention, of course, to Seferovic, who scored 2 goals. He was brilliant.
2 brilliant headers. 2 brilliant headers. Yeah.
2 brilliant headers. Gavranovic, of course, who scored the equalizer late on.
What a goal that was as well. What a goal.
What a goal. What a goal. But I've got to give, a special mention to Steven ZUBER, for creating that goal.
Man of the match.
He was man of the match for me. Absolutely amazing. But all I can say for the Swiss, they could have won the game in 90 minutes. I don't know why Rodriguez took the penalty. I just don't know why. Why not give it to Seferovic, who could possibly seal the hat-trick, and that would have been more confident because he was on the momentum. I just don't understand that. That game would have been done and dusted in 90 minutes, and it would have still been the best game of a tournament because the way that Swiss came back, the way the French were overconfident when they scored the 3 goals, they were brilliant as well. Paul Pogba was brilliant. Benzema was brilliant. The only disappointment I have for France is MBAPPE. I don't know. He has not scored a goal in the tournament, at all. and he has not even scored a penalty. That was I don't know what to say, Hari. Back to you, man. Tell me your thoughts.
I mean, what have I got to say, Ram? This is, I mean, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know what you think about this, but in my opinion, and we've brought this up a few times, I mentioned this even in the groups, I have not been convinced by France. As of yet, I've not been convinced by France, and I've been very disappointed with the manager. They have all this talent in the team, but as I kept repeating in our reviews before this, they tend to just sit back and try to hit on the break through MBAPPE many a times in many of the games. So they haven't been convincing to me in any of the games so far. They haven't gone out dominated attack teams, and they seem to be working as individuals. They've been depending on the individual quality of the players as opposed to patterns of play, dominance in the game. You can see how they play, pass and move. None of that. It was just individuals that kept bailing them out through the group stages. And the same yesterday. For me, Switzerland deserved to go through, no question, because far the better team. First half, by far the better team. Second half, the French for the first, I think after Switzerland missed that penalty for about 20 minutes, they were unplayable, I thought. The French came back into the game. They were unplayable. I thought Paul Pogba was brilliant throughout the game. I thought Griezmann was brilliant with his one-touch play. I thought Kingsley Coman made a big difference off the bench in the second half for France. He was brilliant. Yes. But special mention to Benzema, who I thought the two goals he took were absolutely brilliant. The first one, the touch to bring it back into his path and clip the keeper.
The back touch that bounced the ball off, and wow, that was amazing.
So I mean, first I've got to talk about France. Like I said, they had that spell where they were unplayable, but they only played like this throughout the tournament. They've been playing like 15, 20-minute spells, not consistent throughout matches, and also very complacent, overconfident. And the moment they lost it, in my opinion, was when Paul Pogba over-celebrated his goal. He danced and danced for a good 1 minute. And to me, that was a sign that, you know what, we've won this game, it's over. And after that, they fell apart. So that was overconfidence from the French. And I think they deserve to go out based on the fact that I think they've been very overconfident through the tournament. And they were believing their own hype, which is not good enough. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think Paul Pogba can continue his dance back home. Absolutely. Goodbye. No, whatever he was doing, Now,
I mean, Switzerland, Ram, you were spot on, right? You said ZUBER, a lot of key players. I'm going to give a couple of special mentions to the centre backs, who I thought were exceptional. Manuel Akanji, who plays for Dortmund, outstanding. Elvedi, oh my God, the way he kept tracking Mbappe and didn't let him get past him in one-on-ones. Elvedi was outstanding yesterday. The two centre backs for Switzerland. I thought Mbappe, who came off the bench for Switzerland, was brilliant on the right. He's the one who delivered the cross for Seferovic. And then one other special mention who I thought was Granit Xhaka. He gets a lot of stick for Arsenal. People make fun of him. He was outstanding for me, possibly man of the match with ZUBER yesterday. Brilliant performance by Granit Xhaka. The long balls you're spraying, the passes you're spraying, the composure he showed on the ball in calming his team down, and he led from the front as a captain. Switzerland, make no mistake, Switzerland deserved it yesterday. Outstanding, deserved to beat the French and send them home as well. I mean, I've got to talk about Mbappe, Ram. How poor was he?
He was atrocious. If that's the right word to use, he was bad. He's acting as if he's got too much of weight on his shoulders, like everything's on him. But no, he was not even calm and composed. Touches were off. Taking on players in one-on-one situations where we always see him fly in PSG. That was not evident yesterday at all. It was not even visible, in my opinion. And you mentioned the two centre backs, Akanji and Elvedi for Switzerland. I think they did a brilliant job in stopping him. There were a lot of talks about Mbappe, the next best thing after Ronaldo or Messi. No, I don't think so.
Mbappe is going home, guys. Mbappe decided to follow Ronaldo's footsteps and go home. I think he got it. He took it too personally.
I think Mbappe
headed home, guys.
I think Mbappe has got separation anxiety from Ronaldo.
So when the European champions bowed out, his idol Ronaldo left. He decided I'm going home with him. So that penalty was poor. He missed another one-on-one chance as well, and he missed two one-on-one chances as well. I think overall he was a real disappointment in the tournament. Didn't score a single goal.
Didn't score a single goal.
And I mean, such a poor outing by Mbappe in the tournament. altogether.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I just want to also echo your sentiment on Granit Xhaka.
Yep.
Granit, good job, good job. I think the goal hair is working for you. Keep
Yeah.
that.
Keep that, brother. Keep that. I mean, France, right? France only improved. France played the first half so negatively, played with 5 at the back, and they put
Yeah.
Longley in there, oh my God, was atrocious. It was only
Yeah.
once they changed it in the second half, they went 4 at the back, that they played well, they took Longley off. But Seferovic, I mean, special mention to him. That first goal was brilliant. The second goal was brilliant. The first goal, that header, the way he just out-jumped Mr.
Yes.
Longley. He
Yes,
taught him a
yes.
footballing lesson in terms of how
Slam
to hit a
dunk.
ball.
Slam
And that's
dunk.
essentially how he jumped over him. That's essentially how he jumped over
Longley.
Longley yesterday to score his goal. So brilliant. I mean, what a game, Ram. It was deja vu yesterday for me. Match of the tournament so far. And yeah, I mean the Swiss. I mean they're going to be a threat to Spain. Karan Chandwani, watch out. I don't think it's going to be that easy a game for the Spanish, because I think the Swiss are a threat now. They give me the feeling of Denmark, don't they? A team that never gives up, goes on the front foot, attacks the superior teams, and goes for their throats.
What would I give, Hari? What would I give for a final between Denmark and Switzerland? Honestly speaking, what would I give for that? Those two teams.
Imagine if that happens. Probably won't happen, but imagine if that happens, guys.
Man, that would have been amazing. All to say, all to play for the best teams. The French, the Dutch, out of the competition. The Croatians are out of the competition. That leaves a lot of room, for a lot of these teams, especially Denmark and Switzerland, to come forward and to prove what they can do. And I'm an England fan, I admit that. Okay, but I'm not going to think for 1 second that because these teams are gone, England suddenly has a brilliant chance of winning the Euros. Hey, no. Buck up, okay, and then we can talk about it.
I've got to say something else, Ram, as well. The Swiss.
Yeah.
When the Croatia-Spain game yesterday and Switzerland France game yesterday, I thought Croatia made one blunder in their game in extra time, and it was good to see the Swiss manager was very astute, and he didn't make that same blunder, because Croatia threw all the attackers on when they were 3-1 down, and they brought the game to 3-3. And then in extra time, the problem they had was they had too many attackers on, and they were too open. They were too open in defense, which is why they kept getting caught in defense, because they had taken off a lot of their defensive-minded players.
Yep.
Switzerland were very smart yesterday. They threw all the attackers on. They brought it down. They equalized 3-3. In extra time, he made a dynamic change, Petkovic. He saw in the early part of extra time that France were getting a few chances, exposing their defense. He made a change. He took off, I think, a midfielder or an attacking midfielder, and he brought on Fabian Schär, another defender, to show up their defense again, to make sure they didn't lose control, they didn't go over their emotions, and they took control back of the game. They maintained their defensive line so they didn't concede any chances or goals. I thought that was very, very smart. That's what got them to the penalty shootout and what got them the win. So fair play, man. Brilliant. I mean, I think, like I said, Ram, it was deja vu. It felt like deja vu yesterday after the first game. Second game, same story, 3-1. Equalizer coming in stoppage time or in the 90th minute. It was deja vu. There was no other game. There was no other moment to describe the France-Switzerland game than this moment yesterday. And I have got to show this. This was the moment. This was the moment of the whole match. On the left, the very same fan for Switzerland when it was 3-2. And on the right, when Switzerland got the equalizer at 3-3. Look at that emotions in the supporter. If anyone tells you that football is not a beautiful game, just show them this. If anyone tells you that football doesn't unite the world, show them this picture. This was the moment of the match yesterday, and best described that brilliant performance by the Swiss yesterday.
I have to say, Harry, he celebrated as if he scored the goal. And his celebration was as if he took off the shirt and he ran to the fence. Brilliant to see.
The shirt, the caps, everything came off. The same man. And you can see the fear in him on the left, can't you? And how that translated. It was absolutely brilliant, man. Moment of the match yesterday. Moment.
Oh my God. If you are the fan who's watching this, if you're the one, if you see us today, we are featuring you on this. Kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. And cheers to you, whoever you are. Awesome fan. awesome fan.
Awesome moment of the game yesterday. All right, Ram, we've got to sign off with I think a couple of let's do this. I mean, we did the predictions before, but let's do this again. Quick predictions for tonight's fixtures, in case you want to change your mind from our predictions before. England, Germany.
England, Germany. Well, I'm an England fan, so I'm not going to change my mind because I'm actually going with this because of my heart. I want England to win this game, but I'm going to be honest. And if people don't agree with me, I'm sorry. All I'm going to say is that in reality, I think England is going to have a tough task. I think the Germans, they have a lot to prove. They have a lot of goals in them. So I wouldn't be surprised if Germans actually win, but I'm hoping for England. Yeah.
I'm going for Germany. I'm not a big fan of Southgate, and I don't like teams who just sit back. This tournament has taught us something. If you go for it, you attack, you win games, and you progress. So for me, Germany win this 3-2. I think it'll be close because I'm hoping for another firecracker day of football matches just like yesterday. I hope it lives up to yesterday. The second game, Sweden, Ukraine.
I'm still going to go with Ukraine, Hari. I think there's a lot of people expecting Sweden to win this game because they are going to go into this as favorites, just like how France, were favorites to win, just like how Portugal were favorites to win as well against Belgium previously. So I think, in my opinion, I'm still going to go with Ukraine because they might just pull something out of their hat this one.
I fancy them as well, just purely because I think Sweden are favorites. They've got two really good strikers, dynamic strikers, and a really good attacking midfielder. But I think they're too defensive. Ukraine play with technical players. They have better technical players, and I think they will be a threat. And I fancy them to win the game and go through. And I hope they do because they go out and attack. But guys, those are our predictions for tonight. Brilliant review of yesterday's game. We just pray that it lives up to yesterday. I don't think it will, but we just pray if it's anything as good as yesterday, we're in for a fantastic game and a fantastic night of European football again today. But guys, like our channel, like this, like the video, like our channel, subscribe to the channel, continue to support us as we bring you more exciting content for the Euros on a daily basis. Over to you, Ram.
Yes, before we sign off, I want to give a special mention to, of course, someone who commented on our channel previously, Shiva Nedran. Shiva Nedran, if I pronounce your name correctly. You have been amazing in sharing your thoughts and comments with us. This one, actually, he mentioned that, Hari, he agrees with your top 11.
From the group stages, yes. I think he said he would make one change. I think he would make one change, but apart from that, in agreement,
Yep, exactly. So thank you for your comments as well. Keep those comments coming in. We want to read them out. We want to actually give you a mention. Thank you for your support, continuous support. We will see you again real soon, tomorrow for a very special review. And guys, we do have a very special episode coming up. Okay, coming up. We're not going to tell you just yet, but it's going to be a very special episode. Something
it's going to be a fantastic episode previewing the quarterfinals of the Euros. So
previewing the quarterfinals of the Euros.
It's going to be brilliant.
Yep, absolutely. So, Hari, are you ready to sign off, Hari?
From the top Malaysia. Let's go.
Okay,
let's
guys.
Let's go get some sleep.
Yes, let's go get some sleep. I'm deprived of it. So cheers, guys. Thank you for watching The Plot Malaysia. This is the show for the fans.
By the fans. Euro.